Hello everyone and welcome to Mock Warfare Games. I just watched Markiplier play this game, but I felt like it'd be a pretty interesting game to just try myself and just kind of show you guys a little bit more about myself, I guess. So we'll get right into it. I'll just answer a few questions and we'll go from there. So the idea of this game is you're given two options, all right? So you get to so someone walks up to you and they present you with a button, all right? And they say, "All right, so press this button and something good will happen to you. But something else will also happen that's probably not good." So the first idea, this is a pretty good one. So will you press the button? If you get infinite, okay, so you press the button, you get infinite chocolate, but it tastes really bitter. Get out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop! No, get out of here. Okay. Um. All right. So you get infinite chocolate, but it tastes really bitter. Now, to me personally, there's no point in eating chocolate if it tastes bad. Now, I could, if it said like it doesn't taste good, like it's kind of like a meh chocolate, I'd go for it, but nah, there's no point. I wouldn't eat chocolate. Whoa, okay. That's a lot of extra stuff there on the bottom. All right. Uh, oh, 72% did not press the button. Quite interesting. Here, let me drag that up a little bit. Okay, cool. That was nice. All right, so next one. Everything you eat will be teleported inside a random person, but you poop for you both. No. What? What kind of a question is that? Everything you eat will be teleported inside a random person. Why? What is the what no. What? But you eat for sustenance. You eat for sustenance, not eat for sustenance. Okay. All right. You are able to grant the wishes of others like a genie, but any wish you grant cannot benefit you in any way. Huh? Eh, I'd do it. That'd be pretty cool. I guess it'd just be pretty cool. It's like, hey, someone walks up and you're like, hey, I want to get rich. And I'd be like, you got it, man. Here's your money. Hey, they didn't say I couldn't charge. They didn't say I couldn't charge for people to make wishes. The wishes aren't benefiting me. It's the fact that I can grant the wishes. I'm not granting a wish that benefits me. I'm making people pay. Yeah, I'll just charge people. I just charge people money. That's a pretty good one. All right. So, the girl you love wears what you want every day. Looking stunning each time, but you will be forever friend zoned. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'd be pretty fine with going with someone else, but sure, I'd do it. What? Really? Come on, there's plenty of fish in the sea, you guys. Come on, you don't have to stick with one person. Jesus. That was a good one. All right. Now, you get $100 from every millionaire in the world, but half of it will be give to your worst enemy. There's only like 1,000 millionaires in the world, so that's 10,000. Actually, well, sure. Why not? I mean, I don't know actually. What if this enemy is going to use all that money against me? Nah. Nah, cuz I don't know what he's going to do. He might just be like, "Hey, I got $5,000. Here, I'm going to hire someone to kill you." No. Of course not. Really? People said that? Well, they aren't thinking about your worst enemy. Come on, your worst enemy could be awful. That was a good one. I kind of like that. All right. Oh, you will reach the peak of human physical ability, but you will no longer understand the concept of numbers. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, the concept of numbers, that's not really good because I mean, I would say like, oh yeah, dude, totally, because I can just go out and beat people up.
Alright, so I'm just editing this video. I just want to point out the fact that when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about being a superhero, go flying and, doing things and helping people. I'm not talking about going out and like robbing stores and beating people up. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like using your powers for good, and justice and kicking the world in the butt and saying, "Hey, get better and do things." Get back to it. Just get back to it.
And really, actually, wait, hold on. The peak of physical ability. By physical, it doesn't mean like uh, universal restrictions, like the own restriction of like basic physics, or is that like body physical? I'm gonna answer this as if it is like a universal physical. So basically, the speed of light is my only limit. So I would say yeah, yeah, I guess because if you're at the peak of physical ability, then that basically means your mind can slow down to the time of speed, to the speed of light, which means you can think really damn fast. I don't know. I don't think I would do it because I would use almost all of that for uh, mental things. I would use it for mental things. But if you can't understand the concept of numbers, that's bad. That's nah. It's just not worth it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not worth it at that point. That's a good one. Oh, you can have any superpower, but everyone think you're evil. Everyone thinks you're evil. That doesn't mean you're evil. Doesn't mean you're evil, but you. So it basically be like Spider-Man, because everyone, for some reason, the cops think Spider-Man's a bad guy. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's yeah, yeah, totally. I'd do that. I could be Spider-Man. I mean, of course, I wouldn't want to shoot webs. I'd want to fly or be invisible or something like that. But yeah, everyone think you're evil. Good, good one. All right. Okay. Well, that kind of got cut off. Don't worry. Let me just fix this real fast. All right. Okay. A permanently young and attractive witch will use her magic to do anything, even remotely considered. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm not reading this right. A permanently young and attractive witch will use her magic to do anything, even remotely considered work for you, and will do almost anything you want. But she literally does everything work related, so you can't even tell her to let you brush your own teeth. What does this question ask? What is this asking? Will do anything even remotely considered work. Alright, so basically, as long as it's work. She literally does everything work related. Oh. Oh. So you have a permanently young and attractive witch. Will do anything that is remotely considered work for you. But she has to do everything that is remotely considered work for you. Basically means, you can't brush your own teeth. I don't know, remotely considered work. Would that include this? Would that include this? I would consider this work because you have to set time aside to do something that you wouldn't normally do. Oh no, no, I could not deal with that. I mean, permanently young and attractive witch, you know, no one said witches had to be ugly. It's just, kind of a gross word, but no, cause then I can't do anything. I just sit there and be a slob, and all I'd have to do is just look at her or something. No, no, that's not even worth it. That's not worth it. Really? It was that split. These people must not have understood what the question was asking. Then they must not have understood what the question was asking. Okay, that's a pretty good one actually. You can have any superpower you wish, but using it requires a tremendous amount of energy, and you will require supplements every day for the rest of your life. Like how much supplements? Because I'd be cool with this. I'd be totally fine with that. Yeah. I'd do it. I don't know how much. I don't know how many supplements you need though, but I'd do it. Yeah. Good. Good one. Okay. You will save the world from certain destruction, but you will die and your name in history will be erased. Nobody remember you or know that you saved them. I've seen this question before. It was a pretty good question. I can't remember what I said though, but let's think about it now. What would I do now? I think the first time I saw this question, I didn't even hesitate and I said yes immediately. I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, I'd do it." Oh, the question was actually something different. The question wasn't save the world from certain destruction. It was solve every problem you have, but nobody remembers you. Yeah, I'd still do it. Yeah, I would definitely do this one because certain destruction. You're gonna die either way. You're gonna die either way. So you might as well save it, I guess. Cool. All right. Good. All right. No way they're gonna pull this question. This is such a great question, though. I'm gonna do exactly what Markiplier did, and I'm just gonna, I doubt you guys are even gonna be in the comments at all in this video, but if you are, thank you, and answer this question. You gain nothing, but you lose nothing. Honestly, I'm just gonna say this. Honestly, I would do it. I would go with this. I'd be totally fine with that. You gain nothing, but you lose nothing. I'd be pretty fine with that, actually. I'd be okay with that, I guess. But tell me what you think, alright? And I will see you. Let me click the button, actually. What did people say? Ooh. Oh, a lot of people pressed the button. A lot of people pressed that button. I thought it was going to be like perfectly split half and half. That's pretty interesting, actually. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, alright? If you want to see more, be sure you check out my channel. I got some other cool videos on there you might enjoy as well. And I will see you all in a future video. Goodbye. What if I just kind of make something that straight up, like, launches the plane up? Maybe. Maybe just a little. Let's find out. We'll try it. Because what good does... I lost it. I had something good, but it left. It just... like a whatever might fly. That's very interesting. I didn't think it would be like that. Pretty cool. But anyway,